Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome back. This is the Ultimate Love Letter. Thank you for joining the conversation. Energy and how our energy is currency. And we need to discuss how we use that energy to attract everything into our life. This conversation was inspired by something that happened to me in traffic the other day. And I just thought, my goodness, we don't really realize how precious our energy is, because if we did, or those who do, understand that we don't spend our energy on worthless, low-level experiences. We don't spend our energy in meaningless ways where we feel our energy does nothing. And so we're free to just give it away and exert it in ways that only bring back whatever it is we're spending our energy on. So we're going to get into it. Let's start looking at energy as currency, because really it is. If we want to attract high quality experiences into our life, we're going to need to have high quality energy in reserves to be able to draw that in. That's why I say think of energy as currency. Whatever we exchange our energy for, we essentially need to have that much energy stored up to attract whatever it is we truly intend. So when we're moving around life and we're thinking that our energy doesn't buy us anything, our energy isn't as sacred or as powerful as it is, and we're just running around wasting our energy on people, wasting our energy in situations that don't serve us, wasting our energies in meaningless conversations, or I'm going to say this, in hurtful conversations, then when we desire to attract a high quality experience, whether that's in, you got rooms that you want to be into, you want to step into these upper level rooms, you want to have a seat at the table, you want to travel the world, you want to have high quality, high caliber friends and relationships in your life, well, then you're going to need that high quality, that high caliber type of energy stored up. And you won't have it if you have spent it on lower level situations. Now, this is where the conversation was inspired from. I was in traffic the other day, and it was residential traffic. I just left my home. It was a residential area. It was early in the morning. And now let me give you a little bit of backstory. My father has just went through 2 major surgeries. He's never had surgery a day in his life, and he had them all just this past week, 2 major surgeries. So as I'm leaving my house and I am on a residential street, there's really no traffic here, I happened to get an email and it flashed on my screen, and it was a bit concerning when I saw it. And so, yes, I did slow down in the car to kind of look down at my phone and at the email. And as I slowed down, there was someone behind me, clearly could not know what I was going through. And it never even occurred to this individual that life was lifing in this situation. And this is a lesson for all of us. You don't know what the other person is dealing with. But as I looked down to read this concerning email, the individual didn't honk behind me. Instead, they yelled out so loudly where I could hear it, and I'm sure all the residents living in their homes could hear it. He said, "Watch where you're going, you whore." And I was stunned, because I'm thinking, here it is. I'm dealing with a pressing situation in the moment. I have simply taken my foot off the gas pedal, and this individual behind me didn't have the compassion, the patience, the love in their heart to even give me a split second to try to figure it out. And again, this was a residential area. It would have cost him nothing just to simply go around me, right? It costs you no energy. You spend no energy simply showing love, simply showing patience, simply showing compassion. But instead of him choosing to spend no energy, he chose to spend energy in such a draining, negative way as to spew out this horrible narrative at a stranger that was simply going through something in the moment. And, when I listened to his voice, he wasn't angry, right? Like, I can't explain it, but when you hear, I can understand what somebody is saying without them saying it. I can understand, I can read, I can feel the energy behind what they're saying. And so as he was yelling out, "Watch where you're going, whore," you would think he would be upset, but no, he wasn't upset. He just really needed that release. And so really what I felt in the moment was compassion for him. I thought, my goodness, what pain are you living in that you felt you needed to release this phrase at someone you don't know early in the morning in this residential area? You must be drowning in pain. And as you're drowning in that pain and you've decided to spend your energy in that way, in such a negative, hurtful way, then you are sure to purchase with that more negative, hurtful, draining situations into your life. People don't understand how sacred their energy is. And so, okay, he got my attention with that, but I gave him no energy. It woke me up. I immediately stopped looking at my phone and I carried on. As I carried on, he didn't stop there. He kind of spun like to screech his tires, like as to say, like, "I'm getting out of your way," that kind of thing. But he wasn't going anywhere. We find ourselves now on a busy street, out of the residential area, on a busy street, and we're both stopped at a red light. So again, you spent your energy, you thinking you were going to go someplace faster, but here we are stopped alongside each other at this red light. You weren't going anywhere anyway. But yet he's just spending energy in the wrong, most draining ways. And here's what I did. I did nothing. I know I don't spend my energy like that. I reserve my energy. I have things I need to attract into myself. And so I'm not giving him any energy. I didn't yell at him. I didn't honk at him. I had nothing to him. I didn't even look at him. So as we're stopped at a light, side by side, I didn't look at him, but I could just feel that, he had his hand out the window, and I imagine, and I don't know for sure, but possibly he was giving me the middle finger or something. He was making some gesture to get my attention. I gave him zero energy. In fact, I sat there drinking my coffee, looking at the light to turn green, listening to the birds. I gave him zero energy for the minute we were waited at the light. And now I can sense how silly he must have felt. That here it is, him so early in the morning, spewing out pain, spewing out hurtful narratives, and exerting his energy, right? Just spilling his precious sacred energy that he could spend it on, that he could be saving it for valuable, high-level situations in his life. But here it is, spilling it all on nothing, on someone who absolutely gave him nothing in return. And yet he has wasted all of that energy. I was going to say good energy, but how good is it really? Someone who would spew these words on someone in the street like that, you don't got to tell me how they're living. I already know how they're living. They're living in pain. They're victims of their life. I know it because a winner, someone who is understanding of the energy and how to use their energy in the direction of the things they want to attract, they're not running around name calling people that they don't know. They're not name calling people that they know. People that are doing the work, people that are healing, people that don't live in pain, that live in bliss and joy, don't go around spending their energy that way. And so, yeah, it was straight compassion for that individual. The light turned green and he went on with his life, finally quiet now, hands in the car. And I went on with my life in a completely different direction. And I thought, we got to talk about this because here's the thing, our energy is sacred. When we find ourselves in situations with company, let's just say, where it's not really the rooms we want to be in, we just want to fill space, we just want to fill time, we just don't want to be alone. We know we shouldn't be hanging. We know there's some other more meaningful situations we could be doing, maybe spending our time in meditation, spending our time with ourselves, spending our times in a powerful book, spending our time in prayer. But when we're wasting our energy in situations that don't serve us, we are giving it away. So when we go home at the end of a party or event, when you say like, God, my energy is so drained or I'm so mentally exhausted. Yeah, because you have been doing things that just remove your energy. You have not stored up anything positive. When you are replenished with good, high quality energy, you will know because it's energizing you. You feel vibrant, you feel inspired, you feel alive, you feel motivated, you feel uplifted, you feel like you can take on the world. At the same time, when you're in rooms where people are possibly where you're the only one teaching, when you are just in situations where the people are not replenishing the energy that they're taking from you, you go away drained. You can't attract anything. We are magnets and we are attracting everything according to our energy, what we're thinking, what we're feeling. If we're just simply giving it away in meaningful ways, then how is it that we think we're going to attract high level opportunities, high level clients, high level friendships, high level relationships, high level experiences? You can't. If you want a high level experience, you're going to have that same amount of high level energy stored up. But you don't when you are simply spilling it off or blowing it to the wind in meaningful ways. So next time you find yourself in road rage and you think it's doing you no harm to cuss somebody out or give them a finger, really feel what you're feeling in your body. You are exerting energy in a way that is not serving you. It is guaranteed not only to drain you, but what you have spent that energy on will certainly purchase exactly what you set out, which is more pain, which is more distraction, which is more draining situations. That's what you've exchanged for your energy. Low level interactions, hurtful experiences. So congratulations, you purchased this, so it's coming right back to you. Those of us who understand how sacred our energy is, revere it. We are not spending our time with anybody. Everyone does not have access to us. We are selective when we get invites. When we get invites, we meditate or we pray on it. We check in our spirit if we need to be there. We understand where we're going to be, possibly what is the type of crowd that we're going to be about. And then if it's something that is aligned with us, then we say, okay, yes, I will accept that. This seems like a beautiful experience for me to exchange energy on. And when you are selective like that, you will never be drained. You will come back with all your sacred energy plus that because you have received the beautiful energy from the room, because you have taken a moment to check in with spirit, to check in with your soul, that these individuals that you are meeting, who you are spending your time with, are aligned individuals. Now, when you have stored up, imagine if you stored up a week's worth of energy like that, just going to the places that your soul led you to go, spending time with high quality individuals, learning and teaching, loving and praising, giving gratitude. Now you're up here, you're high on like a cloud 9 of high quality energy. So everything is attracted to that high, pure, sacred energy. But when we're drained, when we're wiped out because we've been fighting with our partners, because we spent the whole weekend drinking, because we spent all Saturday night in a bar filled with a bunch of other, people who have been just consuming alcohol, possibly, perhaps, I don't know, I'm not judging anyone, to escape pain, to escape work, to escape whatever. Then when you go home, feel in your body, how do you really feel? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel like you have something to contribute to society, or are you drained? And if you're drained, that's a good place to observe, because now you know how you're spending your energy. You're not spending it in sacred places of value. You're spending it on low-level experiences. You can't attract anything powerful with a low-level energy. Our energy is currency, and it's time for us to get selective with it. I've spoken about this before with, friends and family who road rage is a big thing for me. Like, I never engage. I've spoken about this before, and I get it. People think, that it makes them feel good to be able to quickly or, lean on the horn and honk, or flick somebody off, or skirt in front of somebody, or cuss somebody out in traffic. No, I'll keep my sacred energy to myself. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. You will be out of my life in a second. As soon as this light turns, God bless you. I'm going to keep my reserves to myself, because I have doors that I need to be unlocked. I have places that I need to be in the world. I have a podcast that I need to grow. I have to be an impactful contributor to my society. I don't need to give away any of this beautiful energy that it has taken me to store up, to make sure that it's pure, to make sure that it's magnetic, to make sure that it's powerful, to make sure that it's high quality. So next time you consider just throwing out your energy like it's nothing, please consider how your energy is currency. That's all I got. Short, sweet, and to the point. Go store up good energy, y'all. Go give out love. Go give out gratitude. Go give out compliments. Go give out healing. Not only are you spending your energy in a beautiful way, you're actually attracting way more than you're spending, and it's only getting higher and higher, more pure and pure, and just saturated in quality. You will attract everything that aligns with you from that space. Don't be silly. Don't think this pure energy is nothing. It is everything. Energy is everything. Everything is energy. It runs the world. Don't give it away for the cheapest thrill, something that you think you're going to feel good on in the moment, and really you're not. You're not going to be satisfied just giving it away, spewing it to the winds. Keep it, multiply it, attract it, make it high vibrational, and watch and see what you shall bring in. Thank you so much for joining this convo. Until next time, love yourself and love others. We'll chat again soon. Bye for now.